So Veely, both teams scored really, really fast in the first half and then it dried up in the second. What was the adjustments you guys made at half-time?
Defense. Defense was the adjustment. No, our main adjustment was just to tidy up pick and roll and DHO schemes. We were getting beat pretty heavily on that, just with communication and not guarding the ball first. So we did a much better job of that in the second half. Simplified a few things, but that for the difference. And then just the reminder of personnel, like no Nicholson, no Page, no Kayla, no DD. And so for us, that's what helped us a little bit on reducing the margin defensively.
And down the stretch, it looked like it could have gone either way. Jay keeps having big shots. How did you see it out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way things were going, we offensively, we probably dried up a little bit. Credit to, obviously, Sydney taking away some options. Jay was outstanding tonight. So, yeah, I feel like we probably could have been in a better position coming into that last little bit. But we weren't, but the cool thing is we're actually in the game and we're competing, and now our next step is to figure out how to, win those tight ones.
You talked about the steps. Do you think this team is making steps towards that first win?
Oh, 100%. Like, huge progress. We talk about many things all the time, and they're super receptive and super responsive. And tonight was an example of that after, addressing a few things during the week after the last game against Southside. That's game 3 for a super new group. And we're definitely moving in the right direction, and that direction will eventually get us a win. But for now, it's just about the progress and the success and playing the way that we want to play.
You talked about how the impact Jay had. 31, 7 and 7. How special a player is she?
Oh, she's okay.
Here we go.
She's okay. This is much harder to do when another player's here. No, I mean, anyone that has watched any media on us in the last few years knows how much I think Jade is just an amazing player, teammate, and person. And it's really fun to watch her have some big games. I think she works so hard in so many different areas to, and some days you get the reward for that and sometimes you don't. I think tonight personally was one of those rewards for her.
Jay, they think they just kept throwing different people. They had Loz on you for a bit, Paige on you for a bit, Diddy had to go. No one could really stop you. How do you sort of see it out there?
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. They kept junking it up and mixing it up. So, but yeah, ultimately, I can score as many points as I want. But at the end of the day, we didn't win. Credit to my teammates for getting the ball in my hands. And they trust me. They believe in me to hit some big shots and make big plays. So, I believe in them and they believe in me. So I know I have to stand up in this team a bit more this year and make some big shots. I would much prefer to get a win tonight.
No doubt. What's some things you guys have to work on ahead of that next game?
Yeah, I think for us, I think Billy covered it. We can't have little lapses. We get on a bit of a streak where we make 2 shots in a row or get 6 points on the board, and then we give up a really easy layup because we don't switch or something like that. So just continuing to grow up quickly, learning on the fly. We don't have a heap of experience in this team, so just making sure we make up for that, what we do off the court, and continuing to learn. We'll put ourselves in more situations to win games.
Really, it was a really fast-paced first half, and when you came back into the third quarter, it seemed as though the players were kind of just missing the few shots. They weren't quite gelling. Do you think that fatigue really sort of played a part of that, given the pace of the first half?
Yeah, definitely. And the way that we play is fast, and we were happy for Sydney to be up so we could leverage off that. But it is going to take its toll on the body, and there is going to be some fatigue. So until we get super conditioned, both mentally and physically, at playing this tempo, we are going to have some patches where we do show some fatigue, and that's going to impact on our shooting. And remember, we were down a rotation today in our big spot with Fowler not being in, so that we probably had Mon on more minutes, and she's a great shooter, but we know fatigue impacts shooting when we aren't conditioned. So for us, it's just continuing to be brave and stick to our style of play and our game plan, and know that our conditioning will come, our decision making will improve, and we'll make those shots consistently through the game. And then credit to Sydney, and they're smart, very experienced, super smart team, an amazing coach in Guy Malloy. They found a way to kind of drop it in and pack it in a little bit to make it difficult for us to hit those shots.
Jade, you were absolutely on fire tonight. When you sort of got off the court at the end of the game, how did you feel about the performance that you put in tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm competitive, so at the end of the day, I don't think I did enough. Like, I would much prefer a win tonight. But, you know, reflecting on it, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. But, yeah, just continuing to get better with this team. You know, I knew coming into this season, off the back of my WNBA season, that I was going to have to be confident. I learned a heap over there, so just starting to implement that and find my feet again in the WNBL. But, yeah, you know, I'll probably wake up tomorrow and be happy with it. But right now, yeah, I'm pretty sad about the loss.
Okay, one last one to both of you. There was a lot of the competition under the basket between Bunce and Kayla was pretty tough. How did you guys see that as playing a part in the result?
Oh, I think it's horses for courses, really. I think, you know, you play in big city, big world. It's no, you know, that's why the bigs get paid
Put
more.
another one-liner in there.
That's why the bigs get paid more money, right? Because no one wants to do it. It's brutal. And yeah, I think the refs caught it well today. I think, you know, it's always going to be challenging down there to get some idea of what's happening in the chaos and the mess. But they're both big, talented, mobile bigs, and they're allowed to go at it today. And I think, you know, we've got to embrace the big and let them play, and that happened today. And you know, it wasn't a great shooting night for Kayla, but they're the Knights. She's an amazing player, and you know that's not going to be the same next time we front up. So let them play, let them go. They were good.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you, guys.